going on, guys? My name is UBF13 and welcome back to my channel. Today is a little different. We're doing an interview with a YouTuber who goes by the name of The Random Show, and I found her first through TikTok, who used to go by another name. I don't know if you want me to say this or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone calls me Alex. My original TikTok was spontaneous weirdness, but on YouTube I go by The Random Show. How you guys doing?
Okay. So the reason that this interview is happening is because I was like, you know what? I think I would just want to sit down and just have an interview with a person and just go over different things and what their thoughts are on somebody. Also, right after that, I want to apologize. You will not be able to see her right now. We talked about this before I started recording, and she will not be able to use her webcam at the moment. So, sorry about that. So the only thing you're going to hear is your voice, and you're only going to be able to see me. So anyway, we're going to get started. So I think the first one I'm going to ask is what inspired you to be a content creator. That's what I'm going to go for.
I always kind of wanted to. I grew up with YouTubers like Stampy Longhead, who does a lot of like Minecraft content, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye,
Hmm.
and they were always the people that when I was growing up, they in my darkest times, I could just hop on YouTube and they would always make me smile. So I figured I would want to do that for somebody else, perhaps, or talk about current stuff in like pop culture or I'm interested in. Or was one of my really big passions, and that kind of inspired me to create as soon as I was able to.
Right. I
If I
grew.
could make
Hmm.
if I could make anyone's day just a little bit better, that just to me makes it all worthwhile.
I started watching Markiplier. I found a Slendy Tubbies video through him, and he said the word "what" in a way that made it sound like Andy Samberg a little, just a little bit. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'll start watching him. As
I
for
found him through, I think, the Amnesia videos. It was like 2013 when I first started watching Markiplier. That or 2012. It was very early in like my preteen years.
I started watching him probably maybe around 2012 or 2013 as well. So, as for Jacksepticeye, I can't remember, but I think I watched him play Classroom Aquatic, I think, at one point. Because Markiplier had played it before, and I watched Jack play it. I was like, oh, that's. I was like, hmm. So I
Right.
subscribed to him and just was watching him. So,
I
okay.
think the first like real series I started watching Sean or Jacksepticeye with was the BioShock Infinite series that are Happy Wheels. It was a long time ago.
Oh, Happy Wheels is probably my favorite series from him because it's really funny to see his reactions to everything. It's really funny, I think.
Right.
Okay, let's go with okay, what inspired you to be a cosplayer? I guess we'll go with that one.
That's a little bit difficult. Like a lot of things, my love of, creating different fashion looks to creating, different props to at my slight history with acting. I wanted to I seen the people on TikTok cosplaying and I thought, "Oh wow, that might be something I might really be into." And I always kind of looked at like cosplayers and stuff in magazines and never thought I could do something like that, but I started seeing more people on TikTok with my body shape and the incredible, videos people were creating, so I decided to try my hand at it and
Mm-hmm.
it just kind of went on to now 2 years of me being an amateur. I'm gonna call myself in cosplay. I'm not gonna call myself an expert.
Mm-hmm. You're
Very
fine.
mediocre.
It's all right. I really think it's awful for people to start body shaming people. I there was a person I had added on Snapchat, and he didn't know what I looked like, and um, I showed him. He said, "Oh, you look like that. I didn't know you looked like that. Sorry, you're not my type physically." And I was like, "Did I just get fat shamed here?"
The fuck?
Yeah, I'm just like, you know what? Whatever. I'm not hurt by it. If you want to act like
Boy,
that,
bye.
if you want to act like that, then you go right ahead. I'm not gonna waste my breath or my time on you.
Exactly. Go off, I guess. You ain't worth my time.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Boy, bye.
I haven't really done any cosplay at all. I've thought about it a couple times. I've wanted to do probably Kingdom Hearts characters. 'Cause that's the only thing I've wanted to do. I actually own um Kingdom Hearts gloves. It's Sora's gloves from the second game. I own that
Mm-hmm.
and the chain. But
Nice.
where I got it at, they didn't have the whole set, the whole Sora set. They had Riku and they had Kairi. And they actually had Kairi's Keyblade actually, believe it or not.
Oh
Um
man, I've been looking for her Keyblade, but everyone I see
I
that makes
actually
it, they want so
I
much.
actually ended up getting it too. I was like, you know what? This is probably
So
the closest
pretty.
thing
I
I.
love all the flowers and stuff on her Keyblade.
Yeah, I was like, this is the only thing I can get. So you know what? I'm just gonna get it. And
It's okay. I think I have one of Riku's Keyblades, and I have a Sora cosplay I haven't worn in quite some time. But I have a Sora cosplay with like the gloves, the pants, everything. I don't have the wig because I made it a gender bent version, which means that you switch the gender of the character, but you're still that
hmm
character. You're just
a
them
different
as like
version of it.
from like how Sora is a male.
hmm
I made Sora a female, so
hmm
that way when at the time I had long brown hair that matched Sora's in the game, I could just be, girl Sora. So I didn't have to buy a wig.
I mean, you
And
could
I
have
have I think
like maybe spiked your hair a little bit, but
oh no, my hair was very long at that time. It would not
fair
have
enough.
looked
Fair enough.
spiky at night. It
Fair enough.
would have not looked good.
Uh,
So
fair
but
enough.
I think that I don't even have Sora's Keyblade. I think it's Riku's. I don't even remember whose it was because I've only ever played the first Kingdom Hearts game repeatedly. That's all I've ever owned. I just now have the rest of them because it came out as a bundle on the PS4, and I now own two, which I'm going to play after I'm done replaying one again. So I don't even know whose Keyblade I have. I think it's one of Riku's. Somebody told me.
It's they also released it on the Switch recently, but it's a cloud version. And from what somebody told me, it basically works off internet connection. So if you don't have internet, the game is going to play really, really shitty. From what
Mm,
somebody was telling me, that's what cloud version means. Because I didn't know what it meant.
yeah.
It also came out
I
for
don't
PC on Epic Game Store, actually, if you remember.
I don't remember that. I just remembered seeing the bundle
hmm
um at the Walmart, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool. I'll grab that." Because I never played the rest of the games. I never was able to
I
buy
did.
them. So,
I played probably. I've played. Well, actually, no, I take that back because I haven't played 30. Was it 358 over 2 days? I have not played that. I have played Recoded.
Recoded was a pain in my butt. I had
It
that for Nintendo
was.
DS.
It
That was
was
a
for
pain in
me.
my butt.
Oh
I
my.
was like, "What is this fighting style?"
I know. I
I
hated
had
that
such a
too.
hard time. I nearly like rage quit Recoded so many times. I got so stuck in Wonderland for like 3 solid months. I was just about frickin' done.
I know. I hated that too. Don't worry. Okay. Um. We'll save that for a different topic that I have on here. So we're gonna
Yeah,
go
sure.
for any advice for anyone that wants to cosplay. Do you have any advice for anybody who wants to?
Don't listen to people when they tell you that you can't be a certain character because you're not the right size, skin color, whatever the hell. Even gender, I've been told people that because I'm a cis presenting female that can't be cosplaying boy characters. So don't listen to whatever the hell people are gonna tell you, because there's always gonna be those a-holes that are gonna wanna, tell you that, oh, you're a girl, you can't cosplay this person, or you don't look skinny like this person, you can't cosplay them, or you're too thin, you're too fat. Don't listen to that crap. Listen to what you think, and if you like the character, freaking go for it and just show everyone else that you can do it and that you just don't care, because people like that are just so freaking mean and envious. I feel like people that are going to be the most mean to you when you're first starting out cosplaying is the people that are going to be jealous that you actually have the confidence to do it, because I've had so many people tell me that I can't do it because I'm this, that, or the other thing. And it's really has affected me. So just don't listen to them, because you're going to improve and you're going to do so good.
Right, I've never thought about cosplaying. I never really had anybody make fun of me for my weight, really. But I have been picked on in high school for other things. And it used to bother me, but now I'm just like, you know what? I don't even care anymore. If you're gonna act like that, then so be it. But I ain't gonna talk to you.
Right.
You ain't like, it's not worth the headache just worrying about it. And I know a lot of people out there um, battle with that, with bullying and whatever. And that's actually going to lead into the next topic that I have on this list. Because I used to battle this myself. Do you have any advice for anyone that's battling depression or thoughts of suicide? Because I used to have that myself. I used to battle that a lot, and that was through a bad relationship that I went through that was off and on. And after that relationship ended, I was destroyed for about 2 years or so, until finally I just like, you know what, it's not worth it anymore. So I quit worrying about it and I moved on with my life. But do you have any advice for anyone that's battling depression or any thoughts of suicide, anything of that nature?
I know when I was in my darkest moment, I don't remember what I did, but there was no one there for me. There was no one to tell me, that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, that everything's gonna be okay. I felt very much in this dark spot, and one thing that helped me the most, I know this probably isn't going to, apply to everyone, but I just sat on the floor and I listened to some of my favorite music I'd listened to when I was happier, or, moments when I was a kid, because a lot of my depression and stuff stems from trauma I developed in childhood. So a lot of the times music was my crutch then, and I would just go back and listen to that music as I always had when I had been sad. So listen to music that is inspiring or uplifting or makes you feel happier or makes you feel comforted again, because a lot of the times you don't feel like you are, or there's people you can trust to talk to like that. So that's probably not the best advice I have, but just even if you feel like you're a robot or you're numb or anything, just try to make it to the next sunrise, because if I had told myself things from even 2019, which was a really bad place for me before I started creating content, and is part of the reason why I started creating content, because it kind of started as a distraction from other things. When I was in that dark moment, the thing I did probably the most was was telling myself to make it to that next sunrise, and if I couldn't, then just do what I was thinking about doing, so probably just try to make it to that next sunrise, and just, I know this is going to sound corny, but Frozen 2, Anna says something that is just right on the nose, is just do the next right thing. Just do the next thing. Don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about even an hour from now. Just think about what you're doing right now. Think about that next right thing. Because that is actually really good advice, to sound corny enough.
Yeah, I used to listen to music as well. I would, whatever like was my mood, that's what I would listen to. And I actually used to listen to a lot of Kingdom Hearts music actually, because that Kingdom Hearts has some, probably in my opinion, if you're looking for like role playing games or for fantasy games, Kingdom Hearts probably has the best music I could probably ever listen to all day. And the composer Yoko Shimura, is that, I think that's her last name? I'm not
I
so
think
sure.
it's Yoshima or something. I'm sorry. I think it's Yoshima.
I don't.
I might be
I'll
wrong.
have to look after this, but she does a really good job at composing music. I mean, that's probably the best I've heard. I've heard a lot of good music, video game music in my day, but she probably does the best for good games like that, in my opinion.
Hmm.
So
Kingdom Hearts has such good music.
it
I
really
think so, like
does.
I think I listen to Simple and Clean at least once a week
Yeah.
to this day.
All right, and that's actually going to lead into the next topic, which is video game topics. We get to talk about video games. Um,
Huzzah.
yeah, we're gonna stray away from the sadness, and we're gonna stray away to something happy. But
All right, sounds good.
we'll have to dive back into some more drama here in a little bit. But we're gonna go with video game topics. We've talked about Kingdom Hearts. I think the song that there are some Kingdom Hearts songs that have actually made me cry, and personally, that was Shion's theme.
Oh my
Um,
God,
oh
yes.
my goodness, that makes me cry. Well, all the time back then
Makes
when I
me
was
want.
listening to it,
It made me tear up like legit.
I would always cry to it. And I think I actually no, Ventus's theme also made me cry too because it's really good.
Hmm. All the music is really good. It's
It
hard to
really
pick
is.
one piece that moved me because as a kid, frickin' Simple and Clean was like my pump up jam. I know most people had like frickin' Black Eyed Peas or something. I was listening to Simple and Clean.
Yeah.
Or the frickin' Pokemon theme. The frickin' Pokemon
Oh my. Oh,
theme.
good lord. Um.
Or Yu-Gi-Oh! The Yu-Gi-Oh! Theme too is just like crack
I
cocaine
never
for
really
me.
got into Yu-Gi-Oh. Really.
I got into the TV show, like I had a bunch of the cards by proxy because I had a friend that was super into the game, so I would play with him. So I wasn't like super into the card game. I was like mediocre at it, but I was really good at the Pokemon card game. And the Pokemon video games I'm still pretty good at.
Did you ever play the trading card game online? Because they actually have that now.
I know they do. I've never played it online, but
I
I've
did.
played it like with other people. I've played like our whole high school had a league, and I was like number two.
I did. I played the trading card
It was
game
like an
online.
unofficial league.
Oh, well, and I
It
like the
wasn't like an actual league. I mean, I don't think the school principal would have ever
well,
allowed that.
and I actually liked the trading card game. I used to play it like all the time when I found out about it, and this was back
Mhm.
in one of my earlier videos when I was still in school. I had a Windows Vista and I was using Screencast-O-Matic at the time. And
Mhm.
for some reason, you could only record up to 12 or 13 minutes of video unless you paid for the software. Then you could do more than that. And I did like a website of the Pokemon website of what it used to be. And for some
Mhm.
reason, like you could customize your trainer and you could actually pick your team. And I thought that was really cool, but they don't have that anymore because
Aw, man, that does sound really cool.
times are changing. But you
Right.
now, if you want to do that, you can actually use the Wayback Machine that has an Internet Archive, and you can do it that way. So I think that's actually pretty cool.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but when I played the Pokemon trading card game online, I thought it was probably the funnest thing I could ever do. We went to vacation, or me and my family went on vacation. Um, we went to Branson, Missouri for vacation one year, and we were staying at this hotel, and my mom had brought her laptop with her. And I didn't know this at the time, but apparently you could play the trading card game online on the internet instead of having to download that, and I didn't know that at the time, so I started doing that, and that was really fun for me. Like, I would play that constantly if we were not doing anything, if we were in the hotel. That's what I would play. It was just awesome. I thought it was the most fun thing I could ever do. So,
Right.
other than video game topics, do you have or, sorry, no. Do you have a favorite video game that puts you at your top, at the very top, like your top one at least?
That's gonna be a hard draw between Minecraft and Kingdom Hearts.
Oh.
Um, because I freaking love Minecraft, and I've been playing Minecraft on and off for years.
hmm
And Kingdom Hearts, I've at least replayed at least once. Um, Lego Harry Potter. Shout out honorable mention to Lego Harry Potter or Just Dance because those two are also ones that I play a lot
Oh, Just
recently.
Dance was fun.
Like of all time, Assassin's Creed, God of War, Kingdom Hearts 1, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games, uh, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. Uh, those are a lot of games I replayed a lot in my past. So,
I think for me I the only reason I started playing Minecraft solely
or
because
Bioshock as well.
I
I've got my
used
fiance recently playing Bioshock, and
I
he is in love with that. So,
I played a lot of Roblox when I was younger. Probably when I was like 13, I played a lot of Roblox because, and I actually found out about it through. Okay, I was like on YouTube one day, and I saw an
mhm.
ad for Roblox. I was like, okay, I'm gonna check this out, just see what it is, you know. And I was
There's
like,
like a whole like version, like Roblox version of Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff in
yeah, I saw
Roblox.
that. I saw
Like
that
there are
too.
people that have made their like own versions of Five Nights at Freddy's in there, and my little sister plays that sometimes, and she loves that. And I was
Yeah,
like, they have whole versions of Five Nights at Freddy's in there, and she's like, yeah, it's better than paying however much for the actual game.
that's true.
There's even like a Poppy Play. They've even made like a Poppy Playtime in Roblox too. Like,
Yes, they did, and there was one that I actually played because I followed one of my friends there, and it was like floppy something, but I knew it was Poppy Playtime, but it was Huggy, but it was still Huggy Wuggy, and
right, it's still Huggy Wuggy.
I actually did a video on Poppy Playtime, I think last week or something like that, and even though
Chapter
I've
2
seen
is
a
coming out soon.
oh you're huh.
I said Chapter 2 of Poppy Playtime be coming out soon.
Oh yeah, that's true, but we don't really have a set date yet. But I did see the trailer for it, and I was
Right.
like, "Here's the thing: when
I
the
think the
trailer,
set date is April something. I think they said it's in April. It's coming out this April.
I didn't hear that. I'll have to look into that.
The
But when
trailer's on YouTube.
I know it, I know I've seen it. But when the trailer came premiered, I had a reminder set, and I guess I ended up watching the wrong video because
Oh
I
no.
have I watch a
Me
YouTuber.
and movie trailers. That's me with movie trailers. I end up watching the fan made trailer and not the real trailer, so I'll tell people like,
It wasn't
"Oh my
even
god,
chapter
this
two. That was the thing.
Far
It
From
wasn't even
Home.
chapter
Far
two.
From Home did this to me.
That's the thing.
Did this to me so dirty. I
It
was waiting for Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm sorry to like play the conversation, but it'll track back, trust me. But I was waiting so long for Spider-Man Far From Home, the trailer to drop. I had it set to the premiere of it. Had it set. I ended up watching a fan-made trailer, and there was like Loki and Sylvie and
Oh
like Scarlet Witch like
no.
eviscerated Doctor Strange in this trailer. Like she legit like tore him apart, and I was like, "Oh my god, did you guys see in the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer that Wanda's gonna be like ripping apart Doctor Strange and crap?" And they're like, "Dude, what trailer did you watch?" I'm like, "I watched I watched the trailer for Far From Home. What trailer did you watch?" And we were like going back and forth comparing
Oh.
trailers, and we're like, "Dude, this is a fan-made trailer." And I was like,
Oh
"Oh my god, I am
no.
so sorry," because I was like so adamant. I'm like, no, Wanda Maximoff rips apart Stephen Strange in this trailer. I am not kidding you. Let me find it.
Oh
And yeah,
no.
so yeah, I totally understand that plight because I got in such a big argument with a couple of my Marvel friends, and they're like, "Dude, you watched the wrong trailer. Here, let us send you the right trailer, so you're not watching a fan made thing again."
I know.
I
It
was like,
was
"Well,
it,
Loki."
it was mine was an accident. Um I actually decided to pull this channel up. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he does I think it's spelled IULITMX. I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to say his name, but he had done it was a Poppy Playtime video, and it was from chapter 1, and I was like, is this chapter 2? And then I saw his end screen. I'm like, I just watched the wrong freaking video. Are you kidding me? And then after that, I found the real trailer and watched that, and I was like, okay, this is more like it. This is chapter 2. This
Right.
isn't what I just watched. So I was a little upset about that. So I was like, okay,
Oh man,
cool.
I feel that.
I was like, cool.
Oh my gosh. Indie horror is like its own special place in my
It
heart because
is.
Bendy and the Ink Machine
That's
and
a good
Slend.
game.
I started out like as a creepypasta kid. Like I was the emo creepypasta kid that was like obsessed with going to the Slender Mansion, hung out in the woods a lot. Like I was that kid.
Hey,
I
but at
loved the
least,
creepypasta. I was a part of creepypasta fandom.
but at
And so I
least,
found
but at least
Slender
you
Man.
didn't. At least you didn't um murder somebody like those two girls did way
Oh
back
my
when.
god, I know. I was like, I might want to like visit the Slender Mansion, but I'm not gonna hurt somebody to do it. Like, I don't know what fan fictions they were reading, but the ones I read was like, you don't have to do that. I mostly
I
was
don't.
like, and that the creepypasta fan fiction, very niche community, but it was like creepypasta fan fiction. So a lot of the Slender Man things I had read was like Slender taking care of a little kid and then bringing it back to its parents, or horror story of like Slender Man going after somebody for revenge or something like that. I didn't even know what the hell these girls were talking about, and I had been like watching the video game, like people playing the video game when that came out, and then
Mm-hmm.
by proxy, I found, Five Nights at Freddy's, and I found
Mm-hmm.
Bendy and the Ink Machine, which is like one of my all-time favorite indie horror series of all time, is Bendy and the Ink Machine. Oh, I cannot wait for the Dark Deception if it ever comes out. If the Meatly is watching, please just release the Dark Revival, please. I beg of you, because I want that game to come out so badly. Been waiting for 3 years now.
You said Dark Deception. That was another game. That's a
Yeah, the
different
dark.
game.
It's the Dark Revival is the one that they want to come out. The
Right.
Dark Deception was like a mini game that they released with Boris.
No, that
But I
was no.
want the Dark
That's not Dark
Revival.
Deception. That was Boris and the Dark Survival. Dark Deception. I can tell you what Dark Deception is because I've played this game like a million. No, not a million times, but I've played it
So
a
many
lot.
dark things, so many little time.
Right. Dark Deception is basically a 3D horror Pac-Man, basically, where you have to run around and collect soul shards while you have enemies chase you and not get killed. But it's basically
Oh, okay.
horror Pac-Man, but there's a bunch of levels, there's a story to it, or it's more than 3D Pac-Man than people realize. It's more than that. And the creator, who goes by the name of Vincent Livings, I don't know if you ever watched Markiplier played, but Markiplier played Dark Deception back in 2014 with the hotel and the
Yeah, that's
monkeys.
probably where I got it from. I've like watched every single one of his videos. I even participated recently for that live stream where he watched the trailer for In Space with Markiplier like 100 times. I
I didn't
watched that
I didn't
entire
see his reaction, but
freaking live
I
stream.
did watch the trailer for In Space with Markiplier. I did watch that, and
It looks good.
I actually watched a heist with Markiplier too.
I've watched every single video, I think. Except for like a couple series now and then that I haven't like been like 100% into. But I think I've watched most of his videos. I do remember the Dark Deception game now that you like explained it to me again. I do remember that.
Yeah, he actually revisited it back in 2018 because they remade it in Unreal Engine. And
Oh, that's cool.
the laptop that I had at the time barely ran it, and
Oh no.
that's a whole story that I actually have in another video because I got a gaming laptop finally, and I explained the whole
I
situation.
need to get a gaming laptop. I want to start playing like Minecraft and stuff and start recording my Minecraft
Hmm.
building and stuff.
That'd be great.
I know I need to get a gaming laptop.
Hey, you could play
I
with
know
other
I
people
do.
if you wanted to.
Right. I would finally be able to do that.
And the thing
Because,
is like I got laser tag for Minecraft, and just because I'm a big laser tag fan. Anybody that knows me in real life knows that I'm a big laser tag fan. Okay.
mhm.
I tried to build a laser tag map myself. Um, I was trying to do a tribute to the old laser tag in the 80s, early 80s, photon laser tag.
Right.
I was trying to do that. And then when I looked at it, I was like, you know what? It's like, I don't know if this is really going to happen or not. So I kind of just flushed it down the toilet, and I haven't done anything with it since. Then I was trying to do it in Roblox, and I have not touched that since. So I don't even know what I'm going to do with it at this point. I think I'm just going to wait for
That's
somebody
me with
else to do
most
it.
of the fan fictions I've ever read.
I'm just going to
Most
wait
of
for
the fan
somebody else
fictions
to do
I've
it.
ever wrote are like that. It's okay. You start out with a good idea, you start working on it, and then you just kind of move away from that, and you
Oh,
just
yeah.
never come back to it.
Yeah, that's what I've
That
had.
is a mood with almost everything. Cosplays
I
for
don't know if there's a
me,
term for
video
that though. I
games.
don't know if there's a term for that though. I don't know.
I
But
don't know either. I just call it "I'll get back to it someday"
right.
syndrome.
Right.
Someday.
Right. Okay, I don't really think there's anybody that needs to be inspired to play video games, 'cause I think everybody plays video games at this point.
Right.
I mean, but if you do want to play video games, just find something that interests you, play the hell out of it.
Right. There's
That's
all
what I gotta
kinds of
say.
games for everything.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing I have is, like, there's people that will tell you that, oh, Minecraft is a kid's game, or, oh, you playing Candy Crush isn't real gaming. It's like, yes, it is. If I'm playing a game, it's real gaming.
I played
And
Roblox
I
since I
get
was
it that people
13,
say that
okay?
Minecraft is for kids. Like, I know that some people will say that Minecraft is for kids, but a lot of us that still play it, that are adults, we were playing this when we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
We've just kept playing it. Like, it's a game that won't ever really get old because they're always innovating and everything else. Like, the same thing with, like, mobile games like Angry Birds. You can be a gamer and strictly, like, major in Angry Birds.
Mm-hmm.
Because people that play Angry Birds and can actually get past, like, level 100, to me, are just straight up legends, because that's when I rage quit Angry Birds. So.
I
Don't
used
listen
to
to people when they tell you you're not a gamer because you play X game. Just don't listen to people. You're a gamer.
I played a game called Angry Birds Go, and it was the Angry Birds kart go kart game.
Hmm.
I don't know if you ever played that before, but that was really fun for me. I enjoy a lot of racing games, but Angry Birds Go was probably my favorite. And I found out recently that they actually took it off the App Store. I think like in 2020 or last year or something like that. And I'm like, why? Why would you do that? Like, come on.
Exactly.
I hate when some gaming companies shut down because it's like, this was a good game. Why would you shut it down? They shut down. Oh my god, I don't know if you remember playing this game, but they shut it down. I think I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. But it was a game
I think they
from
shut down the servers for Halo, and everyone was like making tributes that were like really making me sad, because I remember playing Halo as a kid. And I guess they shut down the public servers for Halo, and they took it off the App Store and everything, which made me sad because there was like people making whole tributes, and this is what the game meant to me, goodbye, or people playing the game for the last time with their friends online. It was like, well, this is it, guys, the old crew's gone. I'm like,
yeah,
oh god, guys, don't make me
yeah.
cry.
So I don't know if you remember this game, but it was a game by Disney, and it was called Toontown Online, and this was something that I always
Whoa,
played.
I fucking was obsessed with that. That
They
and Club Penguin. Do you remember Club
Yes,
Penguin
yes,
or
I do.
Pop Tropica?
I played Club Penguin too, and they actually shut that down too.
Oh my god, I know that. And on like Wizard 101, I think that's actually still around. I think
Yeah, it
Wizard
is,
101 is still around.
I still play it too, and I still play Pirate
I
101
haven't
as
played
well.
that in freaking years. I haven't played that in freaking years, but I remember I used to love, like, oh my god, Neopets as well.
They
Neopets and
I
like
used to play
Pixie Fairy
Webkins.
Online, where you can make your own fairy
Do you remember
on Pixie
Webkins?
Fairy Online. Oh my god, yes. I had like so many Webkins.
I had a cat that was a domino cat, and I named it Domino just because. I didn't really have
Nice.
another name.
I
I just
had
named it Domino.
orange cat. I think I had like an orange cat. I think I had like a dolphin, a couple
I still remember
dogs.
my login too. To this day, I
I
still remember
don't.
my login
I
to.
don't.
I do.
If I don't write it down or Google don't save it for me, I don't remember the password
I
to
now have
anything.
to write down my passwords for stuff because I've had to change a lot of my passwords nowadays, and now I have to write it down
Mhm.
so I'll remember it. But
Right.
Toontown had closed on August 20th, 2013, but there's actually fan servers now, and the most popular one I think right now is Toontown Rewritten. So, and this is
Toontown Online, it was a freaking goat,
it
man. It was a
was
freaking goat.
it was so but Toontown Rewritten is completely free. You don't need no membership, no nothing. It's completely free.
All right,
So
I'm done. No, I'm leaving. No.
no, if you want to play that though, go ahead by all means. I have a tune, and I'm actually my tune I think is in the Berg. I think if I remember correctly. But
I will freaking play that. I will check that out and see if I still want to play it.
it's
Because I
still
remember that game may had me by the neck for
right,
years.
right.
I didn't know like Disney Channel the Disney Channel website. I would play like the Zack and Cody game, the Stitch Sandwich
I
Stacker,
did. I played
all the
that.
games they had.
I played Lilo and the Stitch Bowl. Do you remember the Stitch Bowling? I played that.
Yes.
I also played the Hannah Montana where you have to dress her up or something like that. That's gonna sound weird.
My
That's gonna
favorite
sound weird
one was
coming.
a Zack and Cody game. I think my favorite one was a Zack and Cody game where you had to like deliver food to people on different levels of the hotel while avoiding Mr. Mosby.
Mm,
I remember I played that constantly.
right, and I played. I don't know if I played it. I don't know. I played. It was something with the. What was that dude's name? Rusco or something like that on Hannah Montana, the little kid or whatever.
Oh my god.
That thing where you had to go up to and get drinks and serve them to everybody. I remember playing that.
Yes, you know exactly who you're talking about. It's gonna kill me. I think his name was no, it wasn't Rocco. Rocco is Elmo's nemesis.
Really?
Uh
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
apparently Elmo has a nemesis named Rocco. Uh
What?
yeah, apparently Elmo the little red monster has a nemesis named Rocco.
Wow. Okay.
Look up the compilations of that. It's
I'll have
hilarious.
to. Okay, now we're gonna. I think we'll probably touch more on this later. If you want to, after the interview, we'll touch more on video game topics later. But
Sure.
we do need to move on.
All
Um,
right.
Now we're gonna talk about everybody's favorite vegan on the planet.
Oh, goody. No. Lovely.
um, I actually looked at her channel last night, and she posted a photo on her community tab. I don't know if you saw it, but she's in a dog cage with her dog Bella. And
I have not seen that. I
my
don't tend to look on her page except for like once in a blue moon. I'll look at it or someone will message me, be like, hey, she posted this. You might want to check this out. I'll be like, okay, and then I'll look. I'm not constantly watching her
you can
page,
see
but
the terror in that dog's eyes. Bella's looking at her like, "Why the hell are you in here?" And at the first glance, I'm like, "Yep, she's where she needs to be."
yeah, I feel bad for the dog. A lot of people
I
tell me that like
I know.
that the dog is starving and the dog is unhealthy and I feel bad for the dog. I feel bad for her
I
husband.
don't know how that dog is still going. I really, and actually, I don't know. I'm gonna read this out loud to you, and this may make you mad, but this actually made me mad too. To help you avoid cancer and heart disease, eat whole foods that you prepare at home. And she puts like all these like pictures or like emojis. There's broccoli, there's kiwi, apples, bananas. Don't add oil. Eat walnuts and ground up chia and flax seeds each day for omega 3. Make a green smoothie packed with spinach and add dates and bananas for sweetness and any other fruits you like. Extra tip, never eat anyone who had a mother or a poop hole.
What the hell?
Yeah, that was my reaction.
I was like, okay, it sounds fine, and then it was like the very last bit. I'm like, oh, there it is.
Yeah, it was fun at first.
There's the
It was fun
idiocy.
at first, And then the last
Right. It was
one, I'm
like
just like, really? We don't need that information. Thank you.
right,
Um,
right.
she also put pineapple on vegan pizza. And I'm like,
That's a
I
debate
only.
that I won't touch because the that is a debate that might cause a civil war.
Oh, true.
It's
That's very true.
those pineapples belong on pizza. It's like the whole is a hot dog a sandwich debate.
Basic. Now, here's the thing. I only eat cheese or pepperoni. That's the only kind of pizza I will ever eat. Um,
I will eat literally any kind of pizza as long as it's
I
pizza.
won't. I won't. I only eat cheese or pepperoni. That's the only thing I like. But I
Respect.
know Jacksepticeye actually likes pineapple on pizza, and there was he actually had a panel, and he said or no, someone asked him what he thinks about or does pineapple belong on pizza. He said yes, and then someone asked him what he has to say for everybody who hates pineapple on pizza, and you know what his response was? He said,
Probably go
"F
F yourself.
you."
I must say, probably go F yourselves.
Yeah, he said F you. There's two types of people in the world: people who like pineapple on pizza and people who are wrong. And
Exactly.
he actually did a video called Pizza Creation, and he made his own pizza, and he did the pineapple thing, and he said the exact same thing. And I thought it was really funny. I was like, oh, he's gonna do it. Now, I don't have a problem with
Yeah,
anybody
I'm
who.
like, if it's what's there, and if you go to a party and that's the pizza that's there, I'm still gonna eat it. That's I
Right.
am. It doesn't matter to me. But I know there's a lot of people that are very heated about that subject.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't have a problem with people eating pineapple on pizza. It's just not. It's not something I would eat, but I just don't like. I don't have a problem with anybody else eating it. But I don't
Right.
know if you saw this post by
And
her, but she said, after running away from bombs and murder, some traumatized Ukrainian refugees will need to get jobs in Poland. Some of them will have no choice but to work on factory farms and shove pigs into gas chambers and slice the throats of baby cows and chickens because they will need to feed their families. How effed up is that? If you care about humans, stop eating meat, dairy, eggs so nobody has to work in hellholes like this ever again. Okay, now hold on a minute.
I have addressed that one.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah, I've recently talked about that one, that post on the channel, and it's just so messed up. Like, who is she to be, like I said this in my video, who is she to be saying that if you care about humans, do X, Y, and Z? When she herself has said on multiple occasions in various ways in various platforms that she finds humans are a disease on this planet, that she thinks anyone that isn't a vegan needs to pass away.
Mm-hmm.
She has said multiple times that basically she thinks that vegans are superior to anyone else and anything else because they are quote unquote compassionate, when she clearly shows zero compassion for anyone and has even said that
Exactly.
she won't even save a life when she is gone from this earth, won't allow her organs to be donated because she doesn't want her organs to go to someone that eats meat, that she would rather that person pass away as well rather than
That's what
receive
I've
her
been
own
saying too. Is like she
organ.
doesn't care about anybody. She has no respect for anybody. She says, "Oh, I have
No, she's
compassion.
even
I have
said
a
that she
heart."
isn't
She says, I have
proud to
compassion.
be
I
a
have a heart."
grandma. She
She,
isn't proud to be a
she said she's not proud to be a Canadian too. I don't know if you saw that,
She
but
says
she
she's
said
not
that.
proud to be Canadian. She isn't proud to be a wife, a grandmother, a mother. She said several times that she isn't proud to be those things.
Mm-hmm.
Not care about humans at all unless they're vegans. Take the time that she was watching this guy's video, and this guy was saying that, let's talk about 9/11 and a lot of meat eaters died. Was that a bad thing or a good thing? Let's discuss. And she is now kind of backtracking this, but at the time she said that she agrees with him that the vegan deaths were awful travesties, but the people that died that were meat eaters, she doesn't care either way. It's the same thing like when she talks about SS Sniper Wolf. Granted, I don't like SS Sniper Wolf because of like half the things that she's done over the years. I don't mind her. I don't believe that she should pass away in her sleep like that vegan teacher does, or should choke on a chicken bone, which I imagine would be a horrible way to go
Oh
out.
yeah, I think the most
Or
peaceful way to go would probably be dying in your sleep. That'd probably be the most peaceful way to go. I think, but
right.
that's probably the most painful way to go, because burning to death is probably the most painful thing. I think.
I'm terrified of drowning.
Oh, I am too. Don't worry. But she also says that what'd she say? She said when she was talking about her dog Bella, she said, "Reminder: adopt animals, don't shop for them." She said, like, go to your local animal shelter, and like adopt a pet, whatever.
That is laughable.
No, but
That's laughable because he supports PETA.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. It seemed innocent at first, but then this is what really caught my eye and made me think, why would you go to a animal shelter and get a pet just to force them to be vegan? She said, if you're looking to order vet-approved vegan pet food, go to the link in my description in my videos and click the link.
What?
That don't make sense. I know it. I understand.
Like, that's completely deflecting. You ask a question, she just deflects with a "go buy my merch."
I don't know, but
Go shop my affiliate links.
All right. Well,
laughable is like she'll say, I'm just gonna get this out.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right.
So says this whole thing that she wants people to go get animals from shelters and stuff, which is fun because she supports PETA, and PETA has killed off 80% of the animals in their shelters, but yet she's always singing PETA's praises.
And I do think that, you should go adopt, if you're looking for a pet, go to your local animal shelter and adopt a dog or whatever. And that was
right
when Betty White passed away. That was like a Betty White challenge, was go to your local animal shelter and adopt a pet. That's what I was seeing all over the internet. Is that they were calling it the Betty White challenge. And we're gonna actually move on to the respectable vegan that I have respect for, and that is Miss Tara Strong herself. She has said, never forget 9/11. She has respect for that. She has said on Twitter, hashtag I stand with Ukraine. Did the vegan teacher say any of that? Nope. Nope. Not a damn
Tara
thing.
Strong she is the voice of my childhood.
I know, mine too. And she also said that Betty White was a hero to animals too. She also said that Betty White was a hero to animals as well. That's what I have respect for.
She was.
I've tried to tweet at her like multiple times about this woman, and I have not gotten a tweet back. But she's a busy woman.
She's probably busy though.
I'm not going to expect a tweet. I just wanted an opinion. Okay. Right. But Tara Strong has done some amazing voiceover roles. She did.
Oh, she has.
Yeah, she did the Reaper Nurse and Dark Deception, which sounds like Harley Quinn, because from what I heard, they asked her to do like a New Yorker kind of Jersey girl voice, and that's what made the Reaper Nurse sound the way it does. Penny the Chicken.
She also was the voice of Harley Quinn, so that would make sense.
She was. So she did. She also did Penny the Chicken, and somebody pointed out that it sounds like Truffles from Chowder. And I looked into it, and I was like, "Oh, she did voice Truffles. Look at that."
Yeah, I was about to say she did voice Truffles.
I didn't know that either. I only watched like one episode of Chowder, and that was the one where
I was obsessed with Chowder. That was like my Saturday show. Was like I would come home and watch all the episodes of Chowder I missed.
I watched was the one where he had his own catering company, and that one was funny to me. Okay, so I'm going to finish off this interview with, do you have any advice for any future content creators?
My advice would be, again, probably don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to people when they tell you that you can't do this, you can't do that, or they tell you to do the opposite, or there's people that tell you to, like, well, if you don't do this thing in this certain amount of time, I'm gonna unfollow or unsubscribe or, etc., whatever. Don't listen to those people. If just do what you want, because at the end of the day, it's your creation. You're the one creating it. Don't feel pressured by other people to like do this thing, do that thing, do this thing, do that thing. Don't feel pressured. Like, it's good to listen to your audience and take back their feedback, but if there's someone out there just like hammering you and telling you to do something, and they're telling you, all these other people, that you're this mean, awful person, don't listen to them. Don't listen to people telling you that, you know, that your content sucks, because I've heard this quite a bit, is like people telling me, well, you don't have this type of lighting, you don't have this going on, you're not doing this, you're not doing enough. And don't, especially when you're first starting out, you're not going to have everything you need to make out banger content. Just listen to who you are and make what you want to, make what you love, because at the end of the day, it's your creation and it's something that that has your name on it. So make sure that you're making what you feel proud of at the end of the day.
Right, and I want to add to that. If you think that you need so much expensive equipment, do not do that. Let me tell you, that is the
No,
most stupidest thing you could ever do, is to buy
for real.
the most expensive equipment. Just start out small and work your way up, and then you can work your way up to more stuff that's more modern and more updated. Just start out small, you know. Don't get too
Right.
expensive. Don't get too expensive. Just start out small, and then once you start growing an audience, then you can start, you know,
Investing in it.
advancing your, equipment or whatever. But for now, just start out small. That's all you got to do. Just
Right.
don't
Take
get
me for
expensive
instance.
equipment. Say that again.
Take me for instance, especially if you're like, take me for instance, if you're doing YouTube, let's take YouTube. Me doing YouTube, I have been shooting on my phone. I have done literally everything through Canva, CapCut, and the camera that comes on my phone. I just now recently got a laptop for the first time. You don't need to listen to people when they tell you you need a big camera, a big tripod. Was literally just having my phone sit on stacked up empty coffee cans for the first 6 months of my channel. So in a sheet hanging over my bathroom sink behind me. So don't listen to people when they tell you you need a big fancy camera or a tripod or lighting even. I was using the light bulbs in my bathroom. So don't
There you
listen to
go.
people when they tell you you need a bunch of expensive shit.
There you
I
go.
was doing it mostly from my phone for the longest time. I just now started using my laptop to make my thumbnails.
Right.
So, yeah.
I made my thumbnail probably through when I played Poppy Playtime. I had to make my thumbnail through PowerPoint because I didn't know how. I was actually gonna ask somebody to make me a thumbnail, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try to do it myself instead of trying to ask people to make me one. So I made it
Well, I'd
through.
be down to help you with thumbnails.
Oh, okay. Well, if I ever need one, then I'll hit you up. But
Right.
I made my own through PowerPoint. So, and I think I did a pretty good job. But
Right.
anyways, I do want to thank you for taking time out of your day to kind of sit down and have this conversation, have these different topics, you know, talked about. This was something that I had in my mind for probably last video, probably maybe for a little bit. I've like, maybe I could do like an interview with somebody. So, and I picked you specifically just because I thought it would probably be a good idea. So,
Right. Thank you for thinking of me.
oh no, you're very welcome. And if you want to return the favor, go ahead. I'm an open book. I'll have to look into my schedule, but I
All
should
right.
be. When I'm not working. Yeah, I will. I will be free when I'm not working. So,
All
um,
right.
thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but yeah, whatever video I decide to make next, that'll be up on the channel. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.